I love politically incorrect jokes. Here's my favorite. Benjamin Franklin was a great president. Who were the greenest presidents in U.S. history? The Bushes. Donald Trump is not my president. I don't live in the U.S. I'm sorry, but this is the president's bathroom. It's for Biden to use. Someone told me Trump's last order as president is to outlaw shredded cheese. He wants to make America great again. Mr. President could be a great name for a dog. You could tell him to get off the couch by saying, "Get down, Mr. President." Is it okay to say President Obama's middle name? Depends on who's saying it. President Lincoln's steakhouse was a huge success until he declared seasoning unconstitutional. Customers were stunned to learn he'd abolished savory. Why did the dime run for president? Because he kept hearing that people wanted to vote for change. Most American presidents are buried in the U.S. Can you name the ones who aren't? The living ones. After the first 100 days of the new president, U.S. looks terrific. My office space is a cubicle. President of the United States has an oval. Someone has been cutting corners. My girlfriend just covered her bedroom wall with posters of the 34th U.S. president. I think I'll keep my eyes on how our behavior changes. I heard Trump was in the hospital with stomach problems. They're saying he couldn't stop pudding. The Trump White House is so polite these days. Everyone there is saying "pardon me" all the time now. Biden was a C student in college. Just an average Joe. I don't know why people are making a big deal about Obama appearing between two ferns. I mean, Bill Clinton appeared between two bushes. What did Barack Obama write inside his Valentine's card? "I'm glad I've got you, Michelle. I didn't want to be Obama self." Why did Obama take all the writing instruments out of the White House? Because Trump brought his own pens. Who is Barack's southern uncle? Al Obama. If Obama was a vampire, what would his name be? Baracula. Have you heard the U.S. Army's new base was named after a former president? It is named Barack Obama. I just heard an ex-president of the U.S. got into an altercation with an alpaca. It was a right Obama llama ding dong. I was telling my dad about me getting scratches from running too close to a bush. He said you shouldn't mess with former presidents. I failed my history exam because I said that Reagan and McDonald were first in flight. Apparently 2 wrongs don't make a right. Just a moment away from more dad jokes, right after this brief pause. Why did Richard Nixon say he burnt his steak? I'm not a cook. Richard Nixon once bumped into Gerald Ford whilst on the House floor. Pardon me, Nixon said. What was the real reason Richard Nixon was impeached and resigned? Because he was such a dick. I'm thinking of entering a talent show. I have 2 ideas for my act. Either a Blues Traveler cover band or an impression of Richard Nixon. I'm hoping to win, by hook or by crook. What is Richard Nixon's favorite dessert? Watergate salad. Anyone want to help me make a TV show about Abraham Lincoln? The plan is to shoot it in front of a live audience. Why aren't there many films about Abraham Lincoln? He doesn't do well in theaters. What do Jesus, Columbus, Washington, Lincoln, and Martin Luther King have in common? They were all born on holidays. I was surprisingly underwhelmed by the Smithsonian's new exhibit of Abraham Lincoln's personal diaries. Turns out, it's just Lincoln logs. Why did Abraham Lincoln get kicked out of the outhouse? For building things out of Lincoln logs. What did Abe Lincoln say when he got a kidney stone? This too shall pass. When Abraham Lincoln arrived at Ford's Theater on the day he was assassinated, he asked the staff, "May I please have a table?" The hostess answered, "I'm sorry, Mr. President, but we only have a booth." What do Abraham Lincoln biographies and Instagram promoters have in common? Lincoln bio. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Don't believe everything you see on podcasts." What do you call George Washington's false teeth? Presidentures. I don't think we do enough to celebrate the African American who sculpted one of the heads on Mt. Rushmore. George Washington Carver. What was George Washington's presidential campaign slogan? Make America. They tortured George Washington after he died. They had him drawn and quartered. What did George Washington say to his men before they got in the boat to cross the Delaware? Men, get in the boat. George Washington predicted that one day, a dollar bill will bear his likeness. In that regard, he was on the money. The president's family has it so easy these days. Did you know the original first family had to spend all of their days cleaning? They were Washingtons. Why did George Washington have trouble sleeping? Because he couldn't lie. What did George Washington say to his reinforcements? You must get down here. I told my friend Kennedy was killed by a sniper bullet. He told me, nah, not by a long shot. Who is the most open-minded president? John F. Kennedy. Franklin D. Roosevelt was a flat earther. The only thing he has to fear was fear itself. I'm Montgomery Jones. We're on a mission to spread the laughs and groans far and wide, so please do us a favor and share just one of these jokes with your family and friends today. Thanks. Looking for more dad joke humor to share? Then subscribe to our new weekly email newsletter. It's our weekly roundup of the best dad jokes, memes, and humor for you to enjoy. Spread the laughs and groans and sign up today. Check the sign up link in the show notes page or visit dailydadjokespodcast.com. The Daily Dad Jokes Podcast is produced by Classic Studios. See the show notes page for social media links and joke credits. This show was recorded in front of a canned studio audience.